Hello to everyone watching this, and I hope that you really enjoy this video because it means a lot to me. So, we all have friends. We all have special friends that we love, and then other friends that you love, but you're just not as close. Well, I have two very special best friends who have birthdays this November, November the 10th. My father's birthday is on the 9th, and my great-grandmother's birthday is on the 13th. So I decided that I would document making gifts for everybody. Unfortunately, my great-grandmother is deceased, so we will honor her in a different way. But regardless, I wanted to share with you the process of making these gifts for these very special people. Today, I will be focusing on my two girl best friends, not my father, who I DIY'd gifts for and also bought gifts for. For security purposes, I will be calling both of these girls by pseudonyms. One will be named Elizabeth and one will be named Willow. Willow and I have been friends for over 5 years since I first moved here, and we both have an amazing imagination. We play a lot of fantasy games, magic, things like that. We both love to draw, and that completely inspired the thought of this gift for her. I thought it would be perfect. I wanted to make a wooden potion bottle container, so I found this at Michael's, and I wanted to make it darker, so I used some leftover stain that we had. So here I am doing the first coat of stain, and I have a paintbrush. The stain is in the plastic bottle, so I poured it on and brushed it around. I was very impressed by how it turned out. The smell was so awful, so I kept it outside overnight. This is what it looks like after the first coat of stain. So I'm doing a second coat here, and I got a paper plate to make sure it wouldn't drip everywhere. I'm wearing slides with socks here. It's a personal preference. Deal with it. For the potion bottles themselves, I took these little glass jars and stuck these labels onto the back right there. And this is what a finished one looks like. Of course, no potion box is complete without a spellbook and potion log. I got this little leather notebook from TJ Maxx, and it came with this cross on the front that made it look like a Bible, so I removed it with a screwdriver, and that left these nasty holes, so I covered it up with these little pendants that I had already gotten from Michael's, and it looks actually more mysterious. And since the hole went all the way through, I fixed that by putting another golden label on it. Okay, so after days of not so hard work, but work spent on this project and time and probably a few brain cells from the fumes, but I have finally finished both the book and the box. They're right here. I'm so excited. This is what they look like. So let me open one by one. I'll start with the box because it's the coolest. So I stained it twice. As you know, the latch opens up. I don't wanna, okay, here we go. Are you ready? Ah! So this is what she looks like. It holds 6 bottles. It's really hard to fit them in there, but I've come up with a system. It works. On the top here, it says box of brews. Also, we used more of those pendants on the sides to make it look super cool. So here's one. I only filled one with this pretty pink potion that we made earlier in the year. And there's also a stirring stick that I included down there. So 6 bottles, they all have their labels. And now let's move on to the book. Of course, you've seen the outside, you've seen the inside, but it is the Book of Incantations now, my friends. And with the string, super fancy, super beautiful. So that's the finished product of the two biggest gifts that I've been working on, and I can't wait until she sees them. A little disclaimer before I move on to Elizabeth's gift. Willow and I are able to hang out a lot more because she's my neighbor and she lives just up the street. Also, we've been quarantining together. We've been wearing masks, not eating in restaurants, washing our hands, things like that, not eating after each other or anybody else. But as for Elizabeth and I, we don't live that close together. Of course, we live in the same city, things like that, but we were in middle school together and now we both go to different high schools. And because of the pandemic, I haven't been seeing her that often. And that's why I am not so certain about her current interests, such as gifts and hobbies, things like that. But there is something that I am certain of, and that is she loves cats. I love cats, and Willow loves cats. We all love cats. It's probably why we get along so well. But regardless, this gift is a cat Zen garden. So basically all that's inside of it is a little tray and a package of sand, 2 ceramic cats, and a couple of rocks, plus the little stick thing. So I didn't realize this until I began filming, but these two girls are very similar. They both have an amazing imagination and are absolutely brilliant at digital art. They both have a younger sister and love cats and animals in general. Actually, they both have reptiles. That's kind of freaky. Obviously, they were both born on the same day, both Scorpios, things like that. And I find that to be very interesting. That's probably why I'm best friends with both of them, is because we're all so very similar. So you've come to nearly the end of the video, and congratulations to you, but I wanted to end on a bit of a sappier note because, as I've said before, I love these friends so dearly, and I wanted to show everyone, by documenting this process, that it is easy to make gifts for your friends if you're creative and you know what they love and you can really just use that to inspire you. These two girls, among many other of my friends, have made me feel so comfortable and confident in myself, and I hope that I've done the same for them. They've inspired me to continue doing art and trying to get better and better at it every day. Having friends like these is really important, and I'm so thankful and grateful for them. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you very much, and happy birthday to Willow and Elizabeth.